네, 오늘의 라이프인넘버스 아주 특별한 손님을 저희가 좀 모셨는데 아마 마트나 백화점에서 와인 혹시 사신 분들은 이런 라벨을 보신 적이 있을 겁니다. JS90, JS95, 92 뭐 이런 숫자와 JS라는 알파벳이 적혀 있는 걸 보신 적이 있을 텐데 바로 그 주인공입니다. 세계 최고의 와인 평론가 제임스 서클링님 저희 스튜디오로 모셨거든요. 국내 미디어 사상 최초로 진행되는 영상 인터뷰 세계 최고의 와인 평론가 제임스 서클링님을 모시겠습니다. 반갑습니다.
Nice to meet you.
네.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
And 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
정프로, it's great to be on your program.
자, 저희에게 이 3만이라는 숫자를 주셨는데 그거는 어떤 의미입니까?
Well, 30,000 is how many wines I've tasted with my team this year. So we've tasted and rated already 30,000 wines.
그러면 제임스님은 늘 술에 취해 있습니까?
I knew you were going to say that. But actually, you have to spit the wine. You can't drink it all. So generally if I'm tasting, each day I would taste 30 or 40 wines. In the morning, 250,000 wines as a wine critic in 42 years.
언제부터 와인 드셨습니까?
So I started drinking wine when I was about 17 with my father.
Isn't it illegal?
Yes, but
You are on the arrest.
but my father was a lawyer, so
아,
all good.
really? 아버지께서 변호사세요. 와, 그러면 그 테이스팅하는 방법이 있습니까?
Well, I think you're going to have to experience the tasting procedure.
오케이.
So I brought brought two wines. So the first wine is a Nebbiolo from northern Italy. So smell. And then I was saying it's like oranges, cherries, maybe some flowers.
In this wine?
Yeah.
오렌지랑 체리요?
There's no wrong answer.
오케이.
And so try it. So fresh, clean. It's really just it's like adult fruit juice.
네, 약간 신맛이 납니다.
Totally. And different citrus like lemon and orange, and then the skin, a little bit of stone.
스톤?
If you lick a stone.
돌 맛은 어떻습니까?
I don't know. You'll have to try it sometime.
이 와인을 지금 마시고 한 열흘 뒤에 다시 이 와인을 똑같이 마시면 이게 내가 열흘 전에 마셨던 와인이라는 걸 기억할 수 있습니까?
That's actually that's one of my talents. Is that I can tell you wines that I tasted 30 years ago.
이걸 기억한다고? 아메리칸 와인?
Do you want to try it?
Yeah.
So look, already you see darker color. So this is Pinot Noir from California. How do you like that?
I guess. 이게 더 비싼 거야.
Exactly.
아,
With more
맞습니까?
flavor. Yeah. You
Am I
got
right?
it. Yeah, brother.
Thank you. 비싼 게 맛있습니까?
But that's actually interesting. Generally speaking, yeah, let's say tasty in a good way. It's like saying, is Hanu beef better than Australian beef? In my opinion, Hanu beef is better, more tasty. So it's really about how the grapes, where they grew, how they were grown. So it's the same principle. They're all agricultural products.
여러 나라의 여러 저 와인들을 맛보시려면 전 세계를 아마 여행을 하실 텐데 1년에 몇 번 정도 비행기를 타시는지 혹시 계산해 보셨나요?
Well, probably too often, but normally I fly once a week.
와, 최고의 와인 혹은 뭐 가장 비싼 와인은 어떤 건지 혹시 기억나십니까?
Yes, I do. It was actually the greatest wine I ever tasted in my life was in 1988 in Burgundy, France. I was living in Paris then, and I drank a wine called La Romanie, and it was the vintage was 1865.
120년 된 거예요, 그러면?
Actually, with the man who made the wine, Claude Bouchard, and the priest that owned the vineyard. It was like this magical nectar from the gods.
그게 진짜 맛있어서 기억이 나세요? 아니면 그냥 120년 이상 됐다는 그
Cool question. It was actually amazing. It was these fruit, like these dark fruits that I had never had, and it was so fresh but also complex with flavors of mushrooms, earth. It was just this crazy wine.
그 와인의 가격이 혹시 책정이 돼 있습니까?
No, I was visiting the winery. This guy, Claude Bouchard, he must have been 80 years old. And there was this old priest the same age. And I was 26 years old. And they were serving this young American.
그러면 100점 맞은 친구들하고 뭐 99점 맞은 친구들하고의 차이는 뭡니까? 1점의 차이는 뭐예요?
It's really interesting. But I find that emotions
Emotion?
are emotion. And I'm sure you're a very handsome guy. Like you've met someone and you like fall in love. You're like, oh my God. Like I want to be with that person. And wine is like that. When I've tasted some wines, I'm just, wow. This is crazy. It touches your soul.
그 단지 우리 제임스 선생님이 그날 기분이 좋았을 수도 있잖아요.
Yeah, well, that could be as well. But in any case, then normally if it's 100 points, I'll taste it again somewhere else. So to try not to be influenced by that.
How about Korean?
Korea, my wife's Korean. When I was a child, if you mentioned Korea in the 60s in America, it was considered sort of bad quality products. Korean products are the best in the world. Music's amazing. Food, it's just insane in America, in the big cities. You go to New York, the best steakhouse in New York is Korean now. It's called Cote, and it's a Korean barbecue. It's just, and all the like 5 one-star Michelin restaurants in New York are Korean. So I'm really excited about the whole thing. Korean people are highly motivated and creative and educated. I have a lot to learn still. I wish I spoke the language, but maybe one day.
자, 그리고 저희가 이제 끝으로 좀 질문을 드려야 될 것 같은데 우리 제임스 선생님이 내가 스스로 넘어서고 싶은 숫자가 얼마인가요?
I think about going over, and that's 100.
100?
I use 100 as a wine critic, right? That's perfection. 100 in a way is how I try to live my life to the fullest and to perfection. I try to live every day thinking that it's my last day. But then 100, I want to live to be 100.
술을 이렇게 많이 마셔도 100까지 사는데 문제가 없나요?
I don't know. My doctor says that I have a 100-point liver.
liver. Okay.
So I'm hoping I can do it. But my grandmother lived to be 104 and my parents to 91. So I have a good chance.
자, 우리 제임스 서클링님과 함께 오늘 즐거운 대화를 좀 나눴는데요. 오늘 출연해 주셔서 다시 한번 감사 말씀드리고 앞으로 100세까지 큰 기대하고 저도 기다리고 있겠습니다. 함께 해주신 제임스 서클링 선생님 대단히 고맙습니다.
감사합니다.
고맙습니다.